Are live. So, welcome everyone to Lake Effect Podcast, Episode 5, the exclusive MISU podcast. I am Lylak, and I am joined by...
fiNESS! I'm fiNESS! JeJaJeJa!
And Arkdee, as always, almost always.
Alright, awesome. And then, I'm just gonna go over one by one, ask you guys how all you guys are, ask you all how you guys are doing. fiNESS, how you doing, my man?
I'm alright. It's been good. There's a non-zero chance though that I have to leave this like halfway through to sort some things out. So I'll let you guys know if that's the case.
Alright. Arkdee, how you doing, man?
It's been really well. I realized really recently that I don't have any homework until the April 15th. So I'm gonna be kind of great. I feel great, and I don't know. It was nice. It's nice.
Sounds good. And then JeJaJeJa, special guest JeJaJeJa, how are you doing this week, man?
Hello, everybody. I am chilling.
It's nice.
That's epic. All right, awesome. We're gonna get right into it today. We have a few things we have quite a few topics we want to discuss today. First of all, probably the biggest one of the week, which is Get Cooked 7 recap. Woo! This happened last weekend. For anyone that didn't watch it, I'm gonna bring up the top 8 results very quickly, and we on stream, and then we'll talk about it from there. The person who won Get Cooked was Anthony Isn't Cool, so congrats to him.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Isn't Cool.
What's up, Tony?
Love that guy.
Yeah, he had a pretty crazy run. Well, not a crazy run, but like I feel kind of bad because I helped seed the tournament, and he was the 4th seed, and I definitely got played by that one because he ended up winning and beating Rob in winners and grand finals in game 5 sets. They were both pretty close. I think I watched both of them.
I love
Yeah,
Rob.
I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to have assumed that Rob would have won either of those sets.
I was like it's kind of sad because he kind of did beat him after in the movement. He beat him twice. In the movement after Get Cooked, Rob beats Anthony twice.
Damn.
Which you should have done it before, right?
Right.
You want to do that at the big one, not at the small one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
totally
wild.
agree. But still a great run by Anthony.
Mm.
Getting he kind of run the Oakland bracket though.
Yeah,
He did go
he drew. I think you're right. He drew Symphonies into Avian into Rob. So
yeah, interrupt twice. He kind of just played the people that he normally plays, which still it's still a regional. Regional is regional, and Avian got a good win over someone that's right here in the podcast for some reason.
What do you mean for some reason? That's so mean. But this is planned the entire time to have JeJaJeJa on this week. What do you mean?
Yeah, and I don't know. It kind of gave me a weird ass bracket. I lost to seed 3 and seed 1 for 5th as the number 2 seed. That should not happen.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Am I allowed to cuss on here? Am I allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay, that was kind of a get fucked bracket for you. I'm sorry, mate.
I totally agree.
The second I lost to Avian, I looked at my bracket. I'm sighing because I'm I could have done better and whatever. But I look at my bracket. I'm like, wait a minute. I either fight Rob or I fight either Rob or Arkdee here.
Yeah, somebody's getting screwed over.
So I was like, somebody's getting fucked, and I'm praying to God it ain't me.
Yeah, I kind of got cooked in different oh man, reference to Get Cooked. Wait,
That's
no,
the name of
but,
the title.
but I was the one getting cooked this time, and I lost 2 game 5s, 2 possible reverse 3-0s too. That was kind of sad.
Yeah, I watched both of your sets in top 8, and both of the sets were very competitive and very entertaining. It was it was just going on that trajectory where you were down 0-2, and then you brought it back, and then game 5 I think was very much so in the opponent's favor and against both Rob and JeJaJeJa.
I agree. It's more about there's a moment where especially with Rob, because with JeJaJeJa it's almost always the same. He either camps or he doesn't. You know.
Hey.
That's true. That's very true.
Hey, I'm either a camper or I'm the most aggressive curvy you'll ever meet.
I agree. Sometimes you follow me through the entirety of the fucking place, and the other time you're just there crouching, and I'm all right, what do I do?
Hey, listen, it depends how much money I want, you know?
You're right. But like with Rob in particular, he had like a really weird like change of playstyle, which I really respect. If you like watch the set, if you watch the set, he doesn't approach once. He just throws grenades.
Damn.
And like, and I don't wanna take out like your credit of Rob because like my item play should be better. My item play is not that good. And Robbie just took advantage of it like perfectly. And then when I like started adapting, then he adapted that game 5 and it was just like over. Still, like really nice by Rob though. Getting second, that's always nice.
Yeah. No. Yeah, and then
I love Rob.
yeah, no, Rob's great. And then JeJaJeJa, did you want to go over your bracket run a bit?
I'm trying to remember it. Hold up. I'm gonna be so fucking real right now. I am on 3 hours of sleep. I stayed up all night, drank enough caffeine to kill a mosquito if it were to suck my blood, and studied like an insane amount of accounting. Like I studied enough accounting to where I understand the last 6 weeks of accounting, which I didn't understand until tonight.
That's crazy.
That out.
Yeah, no, I feel like I did great on that test, but I think I sacrificed like a couple brain cells along the way.
You're all good, man.
That happens.
I'm gonna just pull up my bracket. I'm gonna be so real. I only remember fighting Avian and losing, and then that's like where I can pull it up.
I remember you lose to Avian.
Yes,
Then
but before that,
I don't know who you beat. Like
I also don't remember who you beat in top 12s. in the top.
I literally cannot remember right now, and I know it's because I cannot sleep.
Well, I can check it. I have the bracket up.
Yeah, I mean, I have the bracket up too. I can check it.
Oh, I did fight Raymond Noodles. I fought Raymond Noodles at some point.
Yeah. So Raymond for 9th, pretty sure then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see. Alright, yeah. You play, you lose to Avian, then you beat Raymond, then you beat Symphonies, then you beat me, then you beat Adam, and you lose to Rob.
Okay, can you go before that? What did I do before that?
Yeah.
Samuel and Druish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember now.
Kirby Little Mac, man.
Kirby Little Mac.
No,
I remember that. Okay.
That sounds so sad.
It's literally just I threw off stage once with forward air and then Little Mac dies.
Right, he does.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense though.
I was gonna say that you beating Suspect 3-0 was kind of surprising because I feel like you and Suspect have been going back and forth a lot lately, or at least been like he's been pushing like game 5s a lot. So
I want to say this specific time it wasn't. If you looked at Suspect's bracket this time around, he never played Corrin. The entire bracket, it was all Kazuya Mishima. The last time he played Kazuya Mishima against me was like 15 games ago, bro.
Yeah, I feel like Suspect has just been like not on the grind set. You know what I mean? Like you have to be a lot more like warmed up and consistently playing to come in.
And he still got 4th, bro.
He did. That's true.
Yeah. He did have like a great bracket for like what he normally does. Like I don't wanna like Dyson is like probably the person that has played the most against Adam in a +3 matchup. And like still that's like a great thing for Adam. And then like Echo Fire, which is like also a person that he knows a lot. And then, like, I don't even want to talk about that Avian set. That was really sad.
That was one of the few sets I didn't end up watching because I was in the car ride home at the time.
What happens is that, like, game 1, Avian wins really solidly, like, extremely solidly. Like, a 2-stock to his Rob, because I remember he was playing Rob.
No, yeah, he did play Rob. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah,
he played Rob.
I remember now.
Okay,
I walked in, like, game 4. He played Rob.
Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, okay. Game 1 with Joker... Avian beats him 2-stock really fast. Then Suspect changes to Rob, and Avian is at like 40 and last stock, like 40 last stock, and Adam was at 167. Rob gets up smashed by Min, survives, and Avian gets thrown off stage and FDs.
Oh no.
I swear, and after that, I like look at Trisket, and I was like, that was the momentum killer. It's so over for Avian.
Yeah.
I was
so mentally recover from something like that.
Yeah, you just don't. You just don't. That's a momentum killer, like the real momentum killer, and Adam just like sweeped him with his Rob. after that one, which makes sense. And then like immediately loses to JeJaJeJa, which like losing to JeJaJeJa never like a bad loss. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I think it's funny because me and Adam were talking like before our set, before we like were calculated to play either, and he's like, bro, don't worry, if we play, Kazuya wins the matchup.
He said that?
Yeah.
Dude,
that's so funny.
I don't.
Insider.
Wow.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Okay, insider like information. Adam told me before the tournament, yeah, I'm not going Kazuya the entire bracket. I am over with Kazuya. I am not touching him. He played Kazuya every single set except for 2.
Dude.
Nah,
That's so funny.
Yeah. That he's Adam has been like having I don't know if character crisis, but like he just thinks Kazuya is boring, so like he just
he does get bored of characters. He's like I don't know this goes back to like a few years with him where he was like on Joker, got bored, went to MISU, got bored, went to Rob, then went to Kazuya. So like
I'm starting to think it might not be the characters, man. He might just not like Smash Ultimate that much.
Dude, he loves Smash, bro. He talks about it like every day.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but that's just because like that's what he does. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if he put the same amount of time into another game, he'd talk about that just as much.
That's
Dude,
fair.
I'm gonna be so real. I feel that because like I'm definitely getting tired of Smash Ultimate. I'm coming up on that phase where I need to take my break soon.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
Say I'm never getting tired of Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I only get more and more into it lately.
I'm kind of on the downstream wing with Smash, also as like a player, but I like running events right now as like a TO a lot. So.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, talking about that, like Wall Purchase is about to come, and that's like really exciting. Huh?
When is Wall Purchase again?
May 10th.
The 10th, yeah, the 10th of May. And talking about that and about the circuit, Mr. JeJaJeJa being the first person in the Lylak team.
Thanks, JeJa. I really needed you.
I want you guys to note this. If you ask KJ how, like, what happened when he asked me if I wanted to be on Lylak or KJ's team, I pulled out a coin, said if it lands on Tails, I'm Lylak, if it lands on Hez, I'm KJ's. And then flipped the coin. And then I missed. And then I flipped it again, and then I got Tails.
Being real, like, if I like qualify, even if in like whatever like tournament I go, like I'll be Team Lylak almost like 100%.
Appreciate that one.
Big Lylaker, oh yeah.
Yeah, like I love Cages. Don't get me wrong, he's great. I believe that he's doing like a lot for the community. Still. I'm Team Lylak.
I appreciate that. If anyone chooses Team KJ, it's understandable, except if it's Defoe or Suspect. Like those two are like are nothing like.
If those two choose that, I am chilling them on spot.
All right, Drew, did you want to talk about your experience at Good Cooks at all?
Yeah, man, Get Cooked is always just like the best event to go to. The food being there is so great. I love that venue. I think the stream being up there is super fun. We've also had the Hawk 2-0 bit 2 years in a row, which is like
let's go.
Unreal.
Finally.
Like there's never not
you're
a
so
Hawk 2-0
right. Oh my
tweet
god.
Get Cooked, and there's always gets over 1,000 likes. It's so dumb, but it happens. It's inevitable.
Did you post it?
No, somebody else did. I don't remember who it was, but it's crazy. The first one was Allegro. I don't remember who it was this year, but someone came up and pointed it out to me, and I was like, dude, this is so fucked up. He said before, Hawk was like, I just need to always drop the first game on stream so this can't happen again. Because that tweet has happened like 4 times at 4 different tournaments.
Hawk also got reverse 3-0 this time. I don't remember if he got reverse 3-0 last year.
The first Hawk reverse 3-0, like...
Yeah.
Raymond Noodle. Wait, was it Raymond Noodles?
It was Raymond, yeah.
Raymond Ray, dude.
Raymond Noodles.
Dude, wait, can we talk about that too, by the way?
Hawk almost JB4 stopped him game 1. Did you
dude, I was commentating that set. Insane set.
Oh my. But yeah, Good is always amazing. The food is like peak every year.
Peak food, I agree.
There's some Malaysian cuisine. I was doubting that.
Yeah.
In bracket, it's like the worst I've played in bracket since I was like 5. I cannot play well and Get Cooked. It's so bad. I went 0-4 at 0-5. I went 0-2 in bracket. I went 0-2 in doubles, and I lost my first set of AM bracket.
Oh my god. That's that feels bad.
No one out here loses like me. It's crazy. Me and Kaori entered doubles together and had so much fun, but we just couldn't take a set off anyone. We went game 3. It was last hit. It was me versus Aster, both at like 150% against Aster and Zamo in game 3, and I couldn't clutch. And then we played against Kopel and Soga Pop, and that also went game 3. So it was like we played super well. It's just we couldn't win anything.
Yeah.
And then by the time singles started, I was just pooped. But then I stuck around. I had fun. I loved it. Cooked.
Speaking of like standout doubles performances, JeJaJeJa and your team in doubles went really far and probably had one of the most entertaining sets of the tournament, even though it wasn't a single set.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Spring into like the day before. By the way, we did this like last second to the point where Reg already ended for doubles and shit. And Springy looks at me and is like, "Yo, JeJaJeJa, I know it's 3 a.m. Friday night. You want to like do doubles?" And I'm like, fuck it, we ball. I will DM KJez. If you are driving us there, I want an extra $36 so I can go up to Puck's family and give them money for food. I love Puck's family, by the way. Puck's family is awesome.
Was it actually Kang's family?
It was, dude. Yeah. You were standing right there next to me when we got the confirmation, bro.
Did you not know that's his family?
No, like he gaslights me. Like every Asian person I've seen said that's my cousin, and I'm like,
that is actually that is dead ass.
He does do that.
Dude, I was
his aunt and cousins.
Dude, Rodrigo and I were just sitting next to each other, just eating food, and then Kang walks up to us and starts talking to us, and Rodrigo just asks Kang, "Yo, is that really your family over there?" And Kang calls over to his cousin, and so like, "Yo, are you my family?" And she's like, "Yeah." And you're still confused, Rodrigo? Like,
alright, they could have been a
It could be a setup.
You think he planned it that far ahead with this random person?
Yes,
okay.
That would happen. Puck would totally walk up to somebody and be like, "Yo, I'm about to tell this guy that you're my cousin. I need you to say that I am."
I
and then walk up to Rodrigo.
agree with you.
That would totally happen.
But like, not only that, don't you think that like if I was like in Peru and like I took you to like whatever, and I told you, yeah, that's my brother, or like that's my cousin, and I would just tell a random guy, "Hey, you're my cousin," he would say, "Yeah." Like,
true, that's a good point.
100% of the time.
That's a good point.
Like you have to understand that. Like that's why I was like skeptical. I can't believe it was actually like Kang's family.
Yeah, no, that ass was his family.
All right.
That's funny.
All right. Yeah, Good Cooked for me was also pretty fun. I went there with Beezy and Dufault. But they got there early for doubles because they wanted to play doubles. I don't play doubles. I had a lot of fun hanging out with KJez and Ori because I just hung out behind the TO desk with them for a while. I got to promote Wall Purges and K-Jack circuit a lot, and this was the first stop up the K-Jack circuit, and we'll get to that in a second. And then for me, bracket was just pretty steady, I would say. I got my seed. I got what my seed projected me, which was 33rd. I was similar to North Strongest 3. I played fundamentally pretty well, but executionally was very bad. I lost sets to both Trisket and Tuck that I would have otherwise won if I didn't mess up simple things. Because against Trisket, I messed up a down smash boost kick somehow, and I lost a set because of it. And then against Tucked, I messed up an out of shield up B, which would have also won me the set. So I could have made top 25, the top 32 pretty easily, but I just that's what I get for not playing the game outside of bracket. So. And then I had a lot of fun commentating afterward. After I was eliminated too, I commentated a lot of great sets. I commentated Defoe versus Avian, which was a banger. Hawk versus Raymond was a banger. Symphonies versus Dice was a banger.
Was wide open at this event.
Yeah, they were great event. They were great matches.
Yeah, and then I wanted to stick around till top 3 to see who qualifies for the K-Jack circuit, but both BZ and Defoe were really tilted and wanted to leave early. So I was like, all right, well that's fair. So we just left early.
I know Defoe got like what 17th.
Yeah, he SD'd like 3 times. He told me his controller wasn't working that well.
I saw that like he was really mad when he knew that he had to play Doster. Pretty sure.
Yeah, he does not like fighting heavyweights at all. So.
Oh yeah, he was talking about that. He's like, Shulk can get cheesed.
Dude, Donkey Kong is like low key like pretty good. That character just kills you randomly.
True, that's so fucking real though. Like. I will be chilling at like a good 55%, get down till the trip, grabbed, and this monkey cargo throws me up onto a platform, and I die.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
JeJaJeJa or Rodrigo, did you guys have anything else to add, like your experiences at Good Cooked over the weekend? 'Cause you guys talk about like your later ends in bracket, but apart from that,
No, it was just amazing. Like always, the food really great. It was high-key really great this time. Like high-key one of the best.
dude, the crowd this time was unreal, man. Like,
They had $5 boba.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's
It's unreal.
That's
I
amazing.
got
too.
three. I got three of them.
I walked up to Rodrigo, right? I don't remember what dish I got, but it had chili. It had like chili sauce, whatever. And I didn't know it was chili sauce. So I took a whole scoop, like a whole spoon of it with just rice and like a shit ton of chili sauce on it, and I put it in my mouth. And then I walk after Rodrigo, like 10 seconds later, and I'm like coughing and dying. I look like I'm about to throw up. I'm dying. And I look
my
at
God.
I'm like,
You can't handle your stuff.
JeJa comes towards me. He was like, Lee was like, oh, his face was like red and shit. And he looks at me and says, like in Spanish, he says, "Bro, that shit was spicy." Like that took out the Mexican out of him.
like I was no longer Mexican, bro. They were that dish treated me like a white man. It was kicking me in my ass, bro. Like I felt it the next day. I sat down. Actually, I didn't even feel the next day. I felt the next hour, bro. I sat down and my guts went.
Man, that's crazy.
It was.
I don't know. Like the food was amazing.
Yeah.
The vibe is always great.
I was gonna say the crowds this time were really crazy. Like people were yelling.
Dude,
Like
there
it was
a
loud.
moment for one of my double sets. I'm like, it's 11 a.m. and there's a group of like 10 people behind me watching the set, and it was like that always happens with like collegiate players. You know what I mean? Like Aster and Zamo in doubles. Of course, you're gonna get a lot of MSU people watching it. But it was also there was a good like counter crowd for me and Nate. It was like Mr. Monday and BZ and a bunch of people. Like, oh shit, let's go for that. You know what I mean? It was fun. It was cool.
Like
It's a rare occasion and therefore very fun when a set that I play garners like any type of audience. You know what I mean? It's not common at all. The biggest instance I can think of it was when I beat Spection at Movement. It was like it was one of those things where everyone stopped playing their sets and we're like, you know what I mean? So that was super fun.
Being real, I think like it also like really like the vibe, like the familiarity with the venue, like how like warm it feels. It is like the kind of thing that makes you want to scream. Like one of the things that I really don't like about like for example the MSU like venue, it's not like it kind of like it gives the vibe that they want you to be quiet and shit like that. You know what I mean?
It feels like a museum a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you kind of want to like be quiet, like be chill about it. This is like an enclosed space. You see like classrooms.
Yeah, and get cooked, you can get rowdy.
To be fair, I still walk into MSU and I yell money matches. But like,
that's because that's you, man.
Dude, this man has no sense of decorum, man.
Thank
you. I got it from the PNW.
Yeah,
no, you're all good.
Basically, yeah. Outside of that, it's always nice to see KJs. It's always nice to see like the people coming to the tournament and stuff like that. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm really totally out of context. I'm kind of sad because like I haven't seen Frostbite in a minute, and he was supposed to come to this tournament.
He was there, by the way.
He was there?
Was he?
Yeah. He decided he didn't want to play in it because he didn't want to actually like go. He was there for 3 hours though, like 2 or 3 hours.
I just didn't see him.
He was literally chilling around, eating food and money matching in the background, because that's all
crazy.
he wanted to do.
I just did not see him. That's
crazy. I didn't
crazy.
even know he was there either.
Did you see him?
Dude,
Drew?
he hasn't been to some shit in a while though. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
He's
Besides that, great event.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's been a good event. It's a good ass event.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, how Get Cooked is just super ingrained in, I think, Michigan culture at this point. Like, Michigan Smash culture, at least. Because it has been going on for 3.5 years, and it is the longest ongoing, like, concurrent, like, regional that has, like, a lot of occurrences and stuff. Yeah. And I wanted to add on what you were saying, Rodrigo, about like, just the overall vibe of a cages event versus a collegiate event. And I think that's what differentiates like collegiate events from not collegiate, independent organizer events from collegiate events, because with collegiate events you have like I feel like much more of like this red tape going on where like you have to like they have to have a certain kind of aesthetic and vibe there, whereas like something like a Cages event or even one of my events have like a lot more like I don't know how to exactly put it, but like more like gray area. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It feels like I have to like. I think it might be sometimes just because of like our coach JeJaJeJa. Sometimes it feels like I gotta like actually play professionally, and it's like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're gonna move on to the next thing regarding Get Cooked, unless you guys have anything else like to talk about.
Sure.
I mean, as an outsider, I don't know the history of Get Cooked. I came here like a year ago, but I think it's like one of my favorite events in Michigan.
That's awesome. Glad to hear that.
There's like I don't think from Oregon, there's not like an event from Oregon that I can compare it to, because I feel like the spirit of Get Cooked is a little different. It's like food, chill, hang out, have fun with Smashy Bros. I feel like a lot of the regionals in Oregon, I feel like they're a lot tougher than Michigan. I'm going to be real with you guys. I feel like I have to play harder and play better. But I feel like
everybody likes each other too much in Michigan. You know what I mean?
I can agree.
We're all friends. It's hard to have like rivalries and be super like
we're all
have that like killer
friends.
competitive mentality, because like once you hit top 8, everyone's just homies. So it's like there's not a lot of like really hard like try hard sets and rivalries and stuff like that. So but when they do ever show up, it's awesome. You know what I mean? It's super hype.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's interesting. I like the food the most. I think that aspect adds something unique to it. I like
food
that.
at
I
a
like
tournament is like it boosts it, so it gives it such a multiplier every single time.
I think my favorite things about like tournaments are the unique ones, the ones that have like a special little gimmick to them. And Get Cooked definitely has their little gimmick that makes it more interesting than the rest.
Yeah, Cages is fantastic at sticking to like sticking to the bit. You know what I mean? A lot of tournaments will be like oh, this is a themed event, and then it's like you can't even really tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're watching it or you're attending it, and it's like, whoa, what's the deal with the theme? And you just like, don't ever see it pop up. But
I mean, recently there was like a good one. Recently there was a good example of that over in the MVDA, which I was like invited to, but I decided.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it.
Dan's wedding bash, where some dude was having an actual whole wedding. By the way, like he got engaged, and him and his wife were like, let's host a Smash tournament.
Smash tournament at the wedding is crazy.
Yeah, no, like legitimately, it's a whole wedding venue. It has monitors and shit. They already got wed, but like everyone came in suits and ties. There were professional cameras.
That's wrong.
Taking, like,
God.
That's awesome.
They were taking like LinkedIn photos and shit. They had everything.
That's super cool.
Crazy.
I think it's funny because like I actually had something similar to that. There's a professional like photographer in the PNW by the name of like Trident. He took my senior photos at a tournament.
That's awesome.
I love that
That's
shit.
so funny.
All right, I think we're gonna just go into our next topic though, which very quickly I'm gonna just shout out the KJack circuit stuff real quick. So I'm gonna pull it up on stream really quick. That's the wrong thing. No, I lost it. There it is.
Shouts out Lylak.
Production is going super great now. So we have 3 people who qualified for the KJack circuit through Get Cooked. First of all, being Anthony Cool, who won the tournament. He's gonna be on Team Cages on the crew battle. On the crew battle 8 months from now. Also joining him on Team Cages was the runner-up of Get Cooked, Rob, who had a great run also. So congrats to Rob and Anthony. And then joining my team was the third runner-up of Get Cooked, which was JeJaJeJa. So congrats to all 3 of you guys for qualifying for the circuit very early. Glad you guys were all there. Glad I didn't get swept by Cages in the first round of qualifiers.
All 3 of them were like Team Cages.
Dude, I was really worried that was going to happen, honestly.
The God of Games had fortune upon you. Ted liked you.
Yeah, it literally came down to a coin flip. It could have been that way.
Be so for real. It would also like I don't know. Anthony being Team Cages, it kind of makes sense. Being real.
Nah, both of them being Team K just makes 100% sense. So
somehow this feels appropriate. I don't know. Somehow this feels appropriate.
Kind of does.
No.
I don't know. I like the idea of the outsider just flipping a coin, being like, "Well, I guess it's my team now."
Yeah, I'll gladly take you, JeJa. I was gonna say that like I'm not at all surprised that Team Cages is filling up faster than mine. In fact, I'm expecting his team to cap out before my team, just because Cages has been around longer, and all the East Michigan people like him more than they like me. So.
I have no specific preferences. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
thing is
fair.
that like you can kind of like predict what's gonna happen, right? Like I know Defoe is gonna be like team Lylak, like almost without a doubt.
Yeah, like I know.
Defoe has to be team Lylak. Suspect has to be team Lylak.
Mhm.
For sure. For sure.
I already told you that I was gonna be team Lylak. You know, probably Dyson is gonna be team Cajas.
100%.
100%. That's not a. That's
Cajun
without a doubt.
team's so stacked.
Man, we have us too.
You said stacks because they have Dyson?
Camper, bro. I time people out in crew battles. How do you think I'm useful?
All right, JeJaJeJa, but hear me out. Adam is not gonna be. Adam is gonna be in our team, and if he's in our team, there's no Corin to play against.
You guys have 2+2 Dyson matchups.
Yeah, I like how JeJaJeJa heard Dice and like, oh, that's the guy I got to worry about, not Rob or Anthony.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about? That's like, nah.
Oh yeah, look at the history of versus Dyson crew battles real quick.
Oh
What is
man.
who usually wins those?
In crew battles?
JeJaJa.
Yeah, I know you guys usually camp each other out, but who actually winds up winning?
17 minutes and I go in 3 stocks up somehow.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen like who actually winds up winning. I've just seen all of the like,
Yeah.
you know.
There
The
was
you know damn
Dyson
well what I
where he
see.
times out for 16 minutes.
Yeah.
JeJaJa versus Dyson has had like 2 wins for JeJaJa. No, 3 wins for JeJaJa, 1 win for Dyson, and 1 tie.
How do you guys force a
when they beat
tie?
us. I forgot they
Oh, was
beat
it
us.
tie?
So we timed each other out for so long that TOs had to come up to the desk and be like, we're not fucking doing this anymore.
Was that
I'm
the
DQing
Riptide?
both of you.
No,
No.
that
No,
was
Riptide
the
changed their rules
Midwest
because of me, by the way.
Invitational.
Okay.
That was the Midwest Invitational that like Dyson was waiting for like at least 8 minutes. The TOs go forward and say, hey man, do y'all just wanna like go both of y'all like 0 stocks? And Dyson said like, yep. And JeJaJa was like, all right, why not?
That's a good trade for Dyson, I feel like.
I kind of agree. Like,
Like,
me
that
for real,
works.
I remember Sogatop like telling me, man, why the fuck did JeJaJa did that? I remember.
Yeah. I think that benefits Dyson for sure.
I've gotten a lot better at timing people out now.
Yeah.
Better at it?
That's pretty scary to think about, actually.
Yeah.
Uh,
But like, Dyson, I remember one of like the coolest photos of Dyson came out from that like.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that like Dyson does that, like he like takes like the tie and shit, and then he goes there and he just like
Yeah, he just fist pumps like, let's go.
I remember that.
Wait, I don't think I've seen this photo. Where is it?
It is such a great photo. Probably like it
I
has
don't
somewhere
have it,
like
but-
in the MSU
It
gallery.
it made you think he won the entire bracket, bro.
Yeah,
That's funny, dude.
man, that tournament Talon won. Man, I miss Talon.
Did I miss Talon too?
I forgot about Talon.
Yeah. Anyway, however the teams work out for the Cages versus Lylak crew battle, I think it's gonna be a great crew battle anyway. 10v10 is gonna be sick and awesome and all that. And hopefully it's close. Hopefully it's a great like just like spectacle.
Yeah, it can be a spectacle.
And then we're gonna get into a segment here, which we're gonna try and do for like Michigan regionals for the future, which is just one run that each of us want to highlight and just talk about it and just kind of glaze this player. JeJaJeJa said he wanted to go first when I talked to him before the pod, so JeJaJeJa, you take it away.
So, I lost my voice with how like loud I was yelling because of this player. Symphonies. I was during Symphonies versus Dice. I blew out my voice, bro. I was sitting there. I remember Symphonies went up like a game, and Koval was right next to me, and I'm like, nah, this is Symphony's set, bro. And Koval looks at me and goes, nah, Dice wins these. So I said, bet. And we bet $10 on that shit, and I've never screamed louder. Symphony's run was so good, I almost didn't want to play him. And then I had to play him.
Yeah.
Dude, I was commentating that set, and that was a crazy set to commentate because not only was I just like focusing on the game and how like crazy this set was going, but also the crowd behind us was getting picked up by my mic also, and the stream could also hear the crowd. Like,
I love when that happens. I love when
So
that happens.
great. By the way, the thing with like Symphonies is like he like goes towards like a lot of people. He was like actually getting emotional. Like great set by him. And then like he comes towards me and says like, man, remember when like I did like the like down throw, like he did like down throw nair like burn knuckle, and then like immediately dropped down and caught like the 2-frame with down air.
Yeah, I saw that. Just a random.
Yeah, he told me I believed.
For a moment, I believed in God.
For context, Symphonies was 0-6 against Dice before going into that set, so he had to vanquish one of his biggest demons to start to ignite that top 8 run.
Symphonies has like low-key been on a growth spurt. I like it.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's probably going to be, I don't want to spoil it, but like in my list, I think he's number 8 in the PR.
I think he's high because he like thinks Kirby wins the matchups outright. But other than that, I think he's awesome. Bro has like so much to it.
Yeah, and then
I'm so excited to see what he brings to the table.
Symphonies also beat Springy, which is a tough matchup, Sonic versus Terry. Yeah. And then he also beat Zuri, which I'm pretty sure Zuri has a head-to-head over him also.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I put him number 8, only below like the clear top 6, and then like
I want to know what your list is so bad, bro.
Man, you have to wait.
Yeah, you have to wait.
Tomorrow. Tell me tomorrow on the carpool.
I'll show you. I'll show you tomorrow.
Where are you guys going again? I forgot.
We're going to Ohio. We have like a double tournament, like one on Saturday and one on Sunday.
There's 2 big regionals.
Yeah, and then we're going to a theater.
So it's called Saturday Trials 5, $500 prop bonus, and Kent Combo. I think that has a $700 pop bonus.
Damn.
Yeah, it's actually like money-wise, it is like something.
It's pretty good, man.
All right, well, good luck to both of you guys there. All right, JeJaJeJa, who do you want to pass it to?
Oh yeah, go Arkdee.
All right, I wanted to talk about Avian. I believe Avian has been like the player that probably has grown the most in this last season. He's been playing amazingly. His Olympus was great, really clean. His Midwest Battleground was really clean too. Mm-hmm. Everything that he has been doing this season has like just shown like how good he has been turning. And his run kind of like shows that. Beating JeJaJeJa, which is like always an amazing win. He's probably, if not like almost securely, going to be the best in the state this season too. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and like that's always an amazing win for Avian, for someone like Avian. And he's always been in the come up. I believe that like even though he got 5th with that like terrible SD that really, in my opinion, killed the whole set. I still believe that that's one of the most impressive runs that have been like out of Get Cooked.
I agree. He also beat Dufault, who 3-0'd him last time, so he got the get back on Dufault also, which was pretty crazy. And that set was also pretty insane.
Dufault is kind of like that, if you know what I mean. Like Dufault, so like sometimes like he just pops off and he's like the best player in the room. So like if you can beat Dufault, that's just like, you know that you're playing well at least. Mm-hmm. Like that's a great player. I still believe that plus JeJaJeJa, great wins for Avian, and I hope he keeps doing well.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I hope he starts going to stuff more consistently than he has recently. Because if he starts like just totally like going to like regionals like every 2 or 3 weeks, that'll be cool to see.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like he's always been a really great player. Even when he used to play like Snake, he said one time that like everyone can play Min Min, and he like started playing Min Min to prove a point. Point proven. Like probably he's obviously like
probably taking the bit a bit too far.
Yeah, like impossible to not be like probably to be top 10 in the state in this season. Almost like guaranteed for him.
I think he'll be top 10 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt, top 10. Like it's almost like it. If I see like a panelist like saying that Avian is not top 10, I would tell them to like, man, like what are you watching? Like.
Fair enough. All right.
But basically that.
Who do you want to pass
I'll pass it to my boy Drew fiNESS.
Yeah, I was looking at my favorite run to like to think about was definitely Echo Fires. And you know I'm gonna shout the NES player, a little bit of bias, but he played a lot of really close sets. That was the main thing that I was looking at, is that he went game 5 against Copel and Dilster and Judair, and then He lost a game to Poison Jam and beat him 3-1, and then he lost a set to Anthony 1-3. He did get destroyed by Suspect in top 8, but that's besides the point. He did outplay the seed by quite a bit. He was a 13 seed, he got 7th.
Yeah.
He got a few solid wins and a bunch of really close sets, so it was just like a very fun run, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. Echo Fire's been on the come up also. I know he was ranked... And I know he was ranked like pretty decently high last season, but I feel like this season he really hit a stride. He with Get Cooked, he top 8'd 3 different D tiers, which is pretty impressive.
Damn.
And then he also got a lot of good wins here also. Echo Fire definitely had a great run.
Even though Echo Fire has been saying that this was his flop season, this is probably the second highest ranked he's gonna be, at least in my opinion. I believe his season has been amazing. His tournament also really great. Echo Fire, it's always like a great player, and like I hope he keeps being in the come up.
Yeah.
I love Echo Fire, bro. Echo Fire's like the homie. I'm so glad he's doing well, and he makes me want to watch 100 Girlfriends. Really, really, really love him.
He kind of is like a voucher for that.
He like gassing it up so hard. I want to watch it.
Dude, I don't want to get to it. All right, I guess I'll take it from Drew here, so we don't have to talk about that. I'm gonna highlight Raymond Noodles. I know he didn't get top 8 like your guys' players did, but Raymond Noodles, I've always been like a Raymond Noodles like advocate and defender for like the past, especially like 2 or 3 years ago, where he really popped off and was a top 10 player in Michigan and all that. But I always remember just like Raymond Noodles getting underplaced on PR, and I feel like his results weren't being taken as seriously as maybe some other players were. Maybe due to the fact he was playing Steve, and he still does play Steve. Yeah. But I always find myself just talking to Raymond Noodles for like a good like 10-15 minutes at every regional that he and I happen to be at, and we have a lot of good conversations. So I was happy to see him do well, and especially the Hawk set, which I commentated, by the way. He got double 2-stocked in the first 2 games. It was looking completely awful for him. And then he somehow turns it around in the next few games and wins a set. It was pretty insane. And then, yeah, it's a crazy set if you guys didn't catch it. I know it's a Steve set, but go ahead and watch it. And then, a set that thankfully was not on stream was JeJaJeJa versus Raymond. If I had to commentate on that set, that would really disappointing. But he lost to JeJaJeJa in the Steve Ditto, and then made a pretty good run through losers, beating Copel, who's very good at the Steve matchup, and then beat Blue Boo, who's also pretty good at the Steve matchup. And then he lost to...
Yeah, Copel usually beats him.
Yeah, Copel is very good against Steve, so... And then he lost to JeJaJeJa,
I love
ninth.
Copel, but like, I need Copel to like lock in against Steve.
That dude is a Rivals player now, unfortunately.
I know! I need him to get back on the Smashy Bros grind.
Yeah.
Man, you're going to do tournaments! What are you talking about?
Dude, earlier JeJaJa's like, oh, I don't like Smash anymore. He's going to 2 Ohio tournaments this weekend.
Hey, I said I'm getting tired and I need my break soon.
Alright, fair enough. But yeah.
I go through phases. I go through school phases where I'm like super into school, super into Smash. And then on summer, I take breaks for the next 3 months and don't touch Smash.
But yeah, anyway, congrats to Symphonies, Avian, Echo Fire, and Raymond Noodles on pretty good runs that Get Cooked, along with the other top 8 placers.
Yeah, it's always great to seeing them like do well.
Hell yeah!
And then I also wanted to give just some KJ's appreciation. I mean, we did it kind of earlier, but again, just huge thank you to KJ's for TOing Get Cooked and always delivering great tournament experiences.
Yeah, he's like undefeated KJ's events.
Undefeated. The GOAT.
He's everyone's favorite TO for very good reasons. So.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, do you guys have anything like last second you guys want to say about Get Cooked before we move on to the next thing? We've been talking about it for like a little.
I can't believe that was my first contact. I can't believe that was my first like contact with Kang's family.
Dude, I'm so real. Like, Puck came up to me and was like, "Buy some food for my family," and I'm like, "I've already spent $50, bro. I can't."
No, the food was very good. All right, I think we're going to move on, though. We're going to move on to just a quick PR reveal for Mid Michigan and North Michigan. Bri asked me to do it, so I'm going to do it. because I like Bry. So I'm going to pull up the Mid Michigan and North Michigan PR on stream really quick. You guys can look at it in Discord. I'm just going to go through the names. I'm not going to spend too much time on it unless you guys have anything to say. So we have the West Division, which in the top down, Springiel, Bry, Jyrem, Mike Liu, Envy, Ember, Night R, General Pigeon, Tunes, and then OT, Big Jess.
Yo, Lylak,
What's up?
could you speak again for me real quick?
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was me.
Oh, hi.
Speak for me. Hey, fiNESS, could you talk real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Who was that?
I'm pretty sure it was Lylak.
I think it was Lylak.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lylak, your mic while you were saying all that started killing itself.
Yeah, you're good now though.
Okay, so, sorry, my bad. I'll just repeat what I said then. Yeah, Springiel at 1, Bry 2, Jyrem 3, then you have Mike Liu, Envy, Ember, Night R, Journal Pigeon, Tunes, and then OT on number 10. And then in the East Division, you have Frostbite, Extraordinary, Techfest, Zinkus, Shunned Sage, Ross, Slats, Aquatic, Big Rod, and Not Hero. And then on the North Michigan PR, you have Butterkicks, Bry, Jyrem, Envy, Ember, Night R, Tunes, Big Jess, Von Gut, Get the Memo, and Yosh rounding out the top 10 there.
I would like to say I think it's really funny.
Fire graphics.
I am very happy with like Springy L specifically, because that is my roommate. I won't lie to you. That is my roommate. I am happy to see him do well. And I'm happy to see him do well. Mm-hmm. Also, I think it's funny that he's on a Mid Michigan PR, and I'm not.
You just
I do
didn't
not go to
enough
enough events. No, I do not go to these events almost ever.
Yeah, I'm really happy for the people from MSU and from MSU that like have done well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really happy that like Mike Liu's there as always. Mike Liu the GOAT. OT's also there, which like not really MSU, but she goes to like a lot of Spartan weeklies, and like top 10 is kind of crazy.
You know, it is cool like that they let invaders in on their PRs. I think that's cool. Yeah, I know of a couple of players who are going to come up. Ember and Envy. Ember goes to quite a few regionals. I'm sure some people have seen him around. He's like a cook, I'm pretty sure. And then Envy at Crimson Clash a couple weeks ago beat Ducks, who's like one of West Michigan's better players. So I'm aware of quite a few of those names. And then I think on the East Division, you had some players from, I think, Saginaw State University, like Ross and Shunned Sage, who've done quite a bit of traveling.
Yeah.
So cool to see like all those players get on their regional PRs. So
that makes sense.
And then I think we're gonna move on. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I just wanted to point out Extraordinary. I played him on this one CMTG that I won. And man, he's been playing really well. I was like actually really scared. Like, I don't want to sound bad. First of all, I hate Ken, but like, who doesn't though? But like,
yeah, I mean, I hate Ken too. I'm right there with you, man.
What? Really?
Yeah. First of all, I hate Ken. And second of all, Extraordinary is still like the type of player that like really knows how to like apply pressure. I believe that like he will get like to a really good point when like the scene. I hope he keeps playing. And basically, yeah, he's a great player.
Dude, he's an old head. He's been around since like early Smash 4, I think.
That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told by my roommate.
So I'm kind of surprised to see him that he's active enough to be on regional PRs nowadays, but it's still cool to see him like be that high in that PR. So. Anyway, we're gonna move on to Rift 2025. We're gonna give the UP some love because outside of this one tournament every year, they don't really have much. So I would feel bad not including it.
I was supposed to go to it,
Let's
but then 1, Ohio, and 2, Bry, who was my ride to Rift, his car died.
Yeah.
Like it broke down 2 weekends ago, and they have to fix it right now. So I'm going to Ohio instead.
Yeah.
All right. So there's this thing. You have Chef Jawi Jesus is number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna react to that tag? Like,
oh,
dude, as far as Smash tags go, like that's not even the craziest.
Yeah, I'm a TO who's had to say a bunch of different tags, bro. You're not gonna get me with Chef Yaoi Jesus, man.
Man, that's probably like number what 5, 3, top 5 at least.
Yeah, I'd say it's up there.
Yeah.
Look, I think we have a crazier one in Michigan.
Really? Which one?
Feet-seeking missile, man. What are we talking about?
So right.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
We have feet-seeking missile. There's
Do you guys know
the.
the story on that? Do you
What's
know
the-
story on that?
Is there one? Give me the lore.
Yeah, there. Okay, so me, Copel, Frostbite, SGP, we're all hanging out in the esports lab one night, right? And I don't remember what started it, but Copel's like, man, everyone's changing their tags. Oh, that's what it was. He was talking about how like random players are changing their tags and like getting mal-seeded or like mis-seeded because of it. And he's like, I should change my tag so I can get like a better or worse seed or something. And Frostbite looks at him and says, "You're feet-seeking missile now."
Dude,
And
what?
Coble's like, wait a minute, low-key guys. And the next day, he's feet-seeking missile.
That just makes me have more questions about what's going on in Frostbite's head.
I have no idea, bro.
I was like thinking about it, that like I was like talking about it, like the first time like I ever see feet-seeking missile as Copel, because like I remember Copel was Joe Goat for a minute
Yeah, he was
because of like the JJK character, and like and then I saw feet-seeking missile and I thought, okay, this is obviously a joke, this is obviously Copel. But like then I asked SGP and he was like, man, like hear me out. Should I change my tag to the slur slinging slasher? And I was like, man.
No, dude, not that.
Yeah.
My favorite like tag ever was like named by a really kind of controversial figure of the Smash community, which is like Abe Jura. Like when I went to Chicago for the first time ever, his tag was Osama bin Ballin.
Oh!
That's fire. That's so good.
Osama bin Ballin.
Wait, I remember that.
Man,
I
I believe that like bro, like Abe Jura is like high key like a non-comprehended genius, you know, like he has like the not really. I mean like
Dude,
he's,
I'd rather
he's
refrain from talking about him.
Reason, by the way, his tax ideas were great, and then he like changes to I hate block people, and I wanted to kill myself.
I didn't know he did that. That's crazy.
Oh wait, I remember the I hate block people era.
He got banned for that.
Yeah, I'd rather refrain from talking about Abe Zera if you guys don't mind.
No, but like great fucking tax, by the way. Like Osama bin Ballin was a great one. Like
I'm gonna interject really quick. I'm getting a call right now. I'm gonna have to leave for the night. So
it's okay, man.
Thank you. It was a good night as always. Have a good night for the rest of the podcast. I'll see you guys next week. Bye,
See ya,
everybody.
fiNESS.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya, mate.
Dude, fiNESS couldn't even make it through to like all our Michigan topics. Anyway, we're gonna bounce back to Rift seeding because I just want to give Rift a bit more attention.
No,
yeah.
I think it deserves it. The UP is such a cool scene. I loved visiting there last year, and I think they deserve more like recognition for it. Dude, they're actually so chill up there.
Yeah. Wasn't Psych the 2 seed, the person who beat you last year, JeJaJeJa?
What'd you say?
Wasn't Psych the deity, the guy who beat you last year up there?
Psych?
Yeah.
I only remember I don't remember if Psych was the one. It was I lost to a Sora. I don't remember his tag, and I lost to a D2D named Symphonies.
Okay.
What?
I probably have the story wrong though. Yeah. Apologies to the UP TOs who sent me the seeding. It's hard for us to make like a bracket prediction about this tournament because
I barely know like Michigan. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so real. Even back in Oregon, I was very bad at predicting who was going to beat who, even if I knew the players.
But like, okay, it's still, if I like want to say something, I'm pretty sure like this guy, Chef Joey Jesus is like actually good.
He's like top really 5 in Wisconsin. I don't remember exactly, but he's PR'd there.
Who's he play?
I have no idea. I just remember it being a PR player. And I asked the TOs, and he's like, "Yeah, that's a PR player." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But yeah, I hope the Rift is a successful event for the UP people because I'd like to see their scene grow. Just as like someone who just kind of like impartially enjoys the UP a little bit.
It was beautiful up there, bro. It was all snowy and like wondrous, and it was so cool.
Is it Minecraft? Okay, no.
Yeah, this dude is playing Elite Smash mid podcast.
It was a call I didn't need to take.
Isn't Psyche like the Peach player?
I don't think it's. I don't know if it's that one because there's multiple different Psyches. So.
Okay, wait. Is Nako the Palutena?
Yeah, that's the Palutena. He goes to school up there, so I know who that is.
Okay, yeah, I love Nako. I love Nako.
Yeah,
he
and then
asked me about. He asked me for like advice for the Kirby matchup. Because like he loses to this guy Curb Cake.
Oh wait, Curb Cake?
Yeah.
I've heard that name before.
Curb Cake is in this tournament too. I don't think they're playing, but like
that's really funny though.
Yeah, and then
that's really funny.
I also want to give a shout out to Play a Deity, the UP VSS player. I've had a couple conversations with them about VSS and how awful she is and all that stuff. So hopefully he does well.
How awful? Nah, bro, nah.
No, I don't want to get into it. Another day.
All right, still like much love to Rift. I really want to go like at least once to the Upper Peninsula.
Trust me, it's so good.
Dude, it's 10 hours away. It's so hard to justify.
It was a 6-hour drive last
year.
Yeah,
I live like 3 hours away from where you are right now, dude. Like.
Oh. Okay,
yeah, I live in like the southwest of Michigan, like a very southwest.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? That's fair. But like me, Bri, and Rensul drove up there, and we had a blast. It was a winter fucking wonderland.
No, it would probably be a fun trip, and the UP players have actually come down to one of my events before, so I do kind of want to make the drive up just for that reason.
It is,
but it's such a long way, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's also like a big drive. Is there like a bridge or something?
Yeah, Mackinac Bridge. You gotta cross.
Yeah, there's I was about to say.
Okay, I didn't know.
Dude, I want to visit Mackinac Island one of these days too.
Yeah, Mackinac Island is one of the best tourist spots in Michigan, so I recommend that you go.
Before I leave Michigan, after my 4 years of schooling, I will have visited Mackinac Island at least once. I have to.
I've been there a couple times. It's a really nice place. So.
After that, let's see.
We gotta get into Central Clash 11, which randomly popped off. So.
Okay, so this is a really funny story, by the way. Springy and I were talking about Central Clash literally last night. And before it popped off, it had 16 people in it. And Springy's like, JeJaJeJa, can you do me a favor for my birthday? I want a present. And I'm like, oh, sure, bro. What do you want? I want you to stay the fuck away from Central Clash. Because he told me that he heard news that like 40 high school students were just going to show up. And they haven't even signed up yet.
No, they have. It's 65 people right now.
No, it was before they signed up.
No, I agree with you entirely, but like, look at the bracket right now.
No, I know. I saw it today. I checked this morning. I was so confused where Springy got his information from, though.
No, I believe it's maybe Alex.
Yeah.
I am not sure. Because, like, I'm pretty sure Alex is, like, okay, this gives us, like, a lot of, like, good things for the community and a lot of good things for content because of the tags. We have
let me bring it up.
Alanis, Nate Mayfield, Jake Ellison, Jackson Lewis, Elizabeth Gonzalez, Ariana Gibson, Milo Conley, Cass Woodworth, Brian Domico. Like, we have like full government names.
Yeah, it's really funny. I'm sure a lot of those people were just like manually put in by the TO, but it's still really funny.
A lot of the accounts don't exist. Well, they do, but like they're like brand new, bro.
Mm-hmm. And then because of how the Lumi Rank TTS stuff works, I'm pretty sure this will be a D tier. So that's cool.
It's gonna be the first. Okay, here's the thing. none of the people that are in that tournament are projected to do PR this season.
No. Actually, that's a lie. That is a lie, I think.
It is
Actually,
not.
no. Never mind. I thought someone... I forgot. Someone
Yeah,
was
and
supposed
that
to-
isn't a diss at Frostbite or Hawk or Spring Yell or So Good Pop who are all going. They are all PR
for
caliber
some
players.
reason-
It's just unlikely that
for
they're going to be
some
PR this season.
reason, I thought Arkdee was going.
I'm not going. I'm going with you. What are
I
you
know, no, because I was stupid, and we were talking about it a couple days ago. And once again, before everyone signed up, Springy was like, "I'm scared of Arkdee going, because he's going to all this like Central Class shit." And I'm like, "So about that, I'm in Ohio with Arkdee."
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that, like, good luck to everyone in Central Clash. I hope a high schooler makes top 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Central Clash registration is still open. So if anyone watching wants to still sign up and go there and support the tournament, go ahead, go 100% go for it. So
It is kind of a
Wait.
crazy tournament, Mr. JeJaJeJa, because, like, Kang, you remember Kang, like, Puck?
Yeah,
He's a top 8 seed.
I mean, makes sense.
That
Actually,
is,
can I
like,
ask-
that is 60 people. Like, that's gonna be a
Yeah.
top tier.
that is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I
Dude,
don't know.
To be fair, I did the math. We're gonna make more money from the two.
Are you just assuming you're gonna win the Ohio tournament you're going to, bro? That's crazy.
No, okay, because like Springy literally told me to stay the fuck away from Cascadia. I mean Cascadia Central for his
Cascadia.
birthday.
Cascadia is a completely different thing.
I Heike have not seen
Cascadia
the
is my home
bracket.
region.
I Heike have not seen the bracket for any of the tournaments. Like, for the ones in Ohio, I haven't seen it. But, like, still, I don't know if, like, do you know if any good, really, really great players are going?
To Central?
No, to, like, our tournaments.
Okay, actually, there's a player that I thought was really funny. Do you know
Which
who Colonies is?
Oh yeah, I do.
Colonies, the Jungler?
Dude, yeah. I'm pulling up
Yeah.
the bracket right now because I'm
No,
on it.
I've beaten him
So-
already. I was
There's
thinking-
nothing like. I guess right now there's nobody like super interesting. 60 entrants, Echoes, Colonies, Dawn, Infinite, Winter Shorts.
Infinite is big.
Yeah, Infinite's pretty good.
Infinite?
Infinite is good. Who
Who's
else?
Infinite playing?
What did you say?
Winter
Before
Shorts is
Infinite?
a PR Ohio Sonic. I'm pretty sure. I don't.
Yeah,
recognize the
Infinite
name.
Like
is a
Yoshi.
Sonic?
Yeah.
No, Winter Shorts is a Sonic.
Yeah, Winter is the
You know who
Chrome.
Infinite is?
Can I ask you
Oh.
something then? Like, what did you say before Infinite?
Yeah, Infinite's a good
for
player
Infinite?
too.
So Dr. Curb, Winter Shorts, PBM, Echoes, Perky Nips, Infinite, Dawn, Colonies.
Oh,
Okay, is it Dawn as like Dawn the Peach?
Erica Morgan. So I guess.
oh, that is Dawn. Yeah, Dawn is pretty good. And then
Yeah.
Dr. Curb
Dawn the Peach is
and
really good.
and Perky Nips are
Nips
both
really
pretty good, also,
good.
from my knowledge.
Dr. Curb was really good.
Yeah.
I think like we should like still be number 1 and 2nd seed, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I think so. And if we team for doubles, I think we'd probably be first seed for that.
Yeah, 100%. I believe Dawn is a problem though. Dawn is good.
Really?
Yeah, Dawn is good. Dawn is good. Have you ever played?
I think she
No.
I think she mostly plays Street Fighter now in Tekken. I don't think she plays too much Smash.
I looked at like her page recently, like her Twitter page, and seems they're on the Smashy Bros grind a little bit right now.
All right, I guess she's bounced back into Smash. Okay. Anyway,
Honestly, I don't really care because I like Peach a lot. Actually, like I like fighting Peaches.
I think Peach is cool.
Yeah, I like.
I like Peach.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap up with the Michigan-related topics for now, and we're gonna get into some. We're gonna wrap it up with some Michigan event promos really quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Starting off with Rift. It is way harder to say than I thought it was. Yeah, Rift is this weekend. I'm not sure if registration is still open, but if you're able to go to it and live in the UP, 100% go to it. Central Clash 11 is popping off this weekend, so registration is still open. So go to it, support it. There's some good players going, as we already talked about, like Hawk and So Good Pop and Frostbite. And then you have Diamond Dust 2 on April 12th, which is going to be a B tier, I think, which currently has 150 people signed up, so that'll be a pretty epic event. And then we have the KJack circuit, which is again this event, which is a circuit ran by me and KJez. This is going on from March through November, and the next stop of the circuit is Walpurgis, which is on May 10th. So go to Walpurgis, sign up for it. Registration is still open.
Can I ask about Diamond Dust? Are like the attendees already like public?
The attendee number was public. I don't know if the attendees itself was public.
I don't think the attendees themselves are public.
Yeah, it's just the number. The attendees, the attendees are public. Yeah, it's the Buzz, Shiny Mark, Anin, Zenodo is going, so that's cool. Tass is going, Grease Almighty.
Ooh, Zenodo.
I love Z.
The yearly Zenodo appearance at this point.
Dude, actually, I heard legends about him before I came to Michigan, and then I never saw him.
You played him once, he beat you, and then he dipped forever.
Literally. That's literally how I felt, bro. Right after our set, too, he looked at me and said, yeah, I'm really good at the Kirby matchup. And I'm like, how? And he said, do you know who Komoda is?
Oh, yeah. Komoda was the best Smash 4 Kirby.
He was the best Smash 4 Kirby. And he was like a really early pioneer of Ultimate Kirby.
It is crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I would love to be great at that matchup, being real.
Dude, you just happen to live in like the one state in the U.S. where knowing the Kirby matchup actually matters.
Dude, you said that exact thing to me at Get Cooked. What was it?
No, it was like, man, I could have landed everywhere in the United States of America, and I had to land in that one obscure low-tier matchup, which Palutena kind of struggles in. Why?
Dude, no, you could have landed a special guest appearance by my roommate Springy, I guess.
Hi, Springy.
But no, you could have landed in Mexico the F-it and fought Gillihu instead.
Man, that's way worse, and I'm not going to Mexico right now.
How is it worse, bro? How is it worse fighting Gillihu?
Man, it's... probably, I don't know. I believe like me versus Gillihu would be really interesting. But like, still...
No, I would want to see it. I would want to see it.
Yeah, me too. I really want to try him. Okay, let's like jump up towards like the discussion topics of like the world type stuff.
Mm-hmm. The first thing I had listed was the Hurt ban, which I'm gonna pull up the tweet really quick. That's gonna help too much for our viewers because it's all in Japanese. But
there is something I forgot to ask.
What's that?
Why is there 60 high schoolers or 40 high schoolers at Central Clash? What's the story behind that? I wanted to know.
I'm pretty sure Lextra got a lot of high schoolers who are like in like high school esports to go to it somehow. I don't know the full story, so. Apparently
he knows the story.
I know.
Tell me the story.
Yeah, Springy, get up to the mic and tell the story right now.
They want you to.
Okay. So what happened is that L Extra like runs all the like high school stuff apparently, and so they want to get like actual tournament experience. So what they're doing is they're having them all come to Central Clash for like 3 hours, playing in singles and then leaving, and so that's what's going on. Apparently, one of them plays Sonic and wants me to coach. So I'm gonna teach them the ways of camping.
It's a field trip, guys.
All right. That's awesome.
It's basically a field trip. That's funny.
It is actually a field trip.
All right, so now we know the story behind that. We know the lore. Anyway, getting into Hurt's situation, which TLDR, for those of you that don't know, Hurt was banned from Smash events for about 2 months because he used the delay mod over in Japan in a couple online settings. It's very murky whether he used it in tournaments or just in like ladder or anything like that. But the final line is that he did use it, which in Japan is very frowned upon, and I wanted to get your guys' thoughts about this.
I mean, to be fair, in Japan you can literally like go to jail for like a few years for illegally hacking, which is technically what he did. Mm. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard Japanese players saying that was not as serious as it should have been. Like I've heard people saying that like Hurt should be banned like for life. Mm. And stuff like that, and I really don't know. Like, I understand that entirely, because, like, I understand the culture shock. I understand that it's, like, weird that, like, for us to say that, but at the same time, like, I don't wanna sound, like, bad, and I'm just gonna, like, put here, like, my quote of my own opinion, and be entitled to it, and say that like if you're gonna play online, don't be bitches, play online. You know, like,
No, can I be honest with you, Arkdee? I agree 100%. Don't be a bitch, play online.
Like you go play online. You don't want to go to weeklies. You want to play online. Play online. Like why do you have to make it more offline, man? Like even though I get that like the system wise, like it's not as good. Like I get it, but if you're like in a country where you know that that's gonna happen, why would you do that? I believe that's just like a dumb move. I'm not like.
No, I agree with you.
I'm not trying. I know that like their like connection is really good because Japan is not as big.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're like a really close country.
Yeah, it's like a really close country. It's not that you're playing like, you're not playing Michigan to like LA. You're not playing.
Yeah, you're not playing
LA.
Michigan to Oregon, bro. You're not playing Michigan to Oregon.
You're not playing like that. Like you're just playing like Kansai to like I don't know like. Hokkaido, and that's like not even that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I mean is that like, as Hurt, you need to understand that like, I wouldn't have done it. Like never.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like Hurt is in a position where he's pretty much like a celebrity of the scene, and
yeah, for sure.
And he needs to like. I think he didn't realize his status or how easily it could be taken away by his country's laws by using the delay mod on the Switch. Because if you know it's illegal and you're like right, Rodrigo, why would you use it?
I totally agree with you. Like why?
Like and obviously
it's
and obviously Hurt is a big enough figure for the Smash scene where his team did protect him a little bit by saying it was only a 2-month ban and getting behind his back and stuff. But I think from a viewership perspective, it does suck to know that Hurt probably won't be able to compete at anything in the next couple months, especially because he was on the inside track to being #1 in the world, and a lot of people like watching Hurt play a lot. And I think the bigger question is will he be allowed to compete at Kagaribi? Because the technical terming, from my understanding, is that any event that Hurt is currently signed up for, it's up to TO discretion if they can compete in it.
Yeah, I agree.
It was on April 1st, but there was a statement that essentially said Hurt's not doing it.
Yeah, Hurt is DQ'd from Kagaribi.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah,
but no, that's understandable. Because if you're a TO who's put in that position where it's like, all right, do I let this top player in who a lot of people really like, or do I prioritize the integrity of the tournament and make sure that I don't get a bad look? You know what I mean? So it's a really tough position to be in as an organizer. And I think the safe move there is not letting Hurt compete at Kagaribi, which as a spectator it's awful because we like watching her Hurt a lot. But as a fellow organizer, I do understand the decision. So.
Yeah, I really what's also happening is like the fact that even though like Hurt is not going, it's still going to be like a super premiere. Like it's not actually like affecting it entirely, which is like still kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Kagaribi has said that they are running in max capacity. Like that if you're not going and like you know that you're not going for some reason, just like say it immediately so we can like open slots and shit like that. I still believe that like Kagaribi is probably going to be the biggest tournament ever.
How many entrances do we have right now?
It's got like 85 of at least 85 of the top 100 right now. I'm not sure the exact number is, but and it's like at least 45 of the top 50. So
how many people total?
I don't know. Kagaribi always caps at like 2,000 people anyway. So
yeah.
Well, damn.
But yeah, Kagaribi will still be big no matter what happens at this point. But Hurt not being there does take away from like a lot of like the narratives going on with him potentially being #1. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Kagaribi will still be the enjoyable hype experience it always is. So,
I mean, I agree. I think Kagaribi is going to be awesome. Like, I think it's going to be a great watch as a spectator, if nothing else as well.
Yeah, I will like probably like remain awake like the entirety of Kagaribi. I really won't care.
I'll be right there with you.
It's probably gonna be like, without a doubt, it's gonna be during break. So like, happy.
Wait, when do you get out of break, or when's your break?
Like the 3rd of May. Of March.
When do you finish school this semester?
Like May 2, I think. My last exam is May 2.
My last exam is May 11th.
That's crazy. Ha 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 ha. I hate you.
Wait, but mine sounds worse. What?
Yeah, it does. Okay, we kind of. I don't know when y'all started, but like, it really doesn't matter.
Like early August.
I think we're going to dial it back. We're going to talk about one major to another. We're going to talk about Battle VC7, which happened over the weekend.
Yes! Yeah, can I talk about Ouch immediately?
I have Ouch in the topics. We can talk about them in whatever order. But I'm going to name the top 8 placers really quick, just to get them out of the way, and then we can get into like the individual runs and stuff that we want to talk about. So top 8 was Gluttony at first, Spargo second, Syrup third, Ouch fourth, Akola fifth, Zamba fifth, and then Pocket and Monty rounding out the top 8 at 7th. And then you had a bunch of notable names here. There's a lot of good players in the tournament. So the first talking about point I had was Gluttony. Gluttony won his first NA S tier ever. His second S tier win, which is his first one was Terra way back a couple years ago. Gluttony just popped off. He beating Mia, who's one of his biggest. Well, he beat Mia again, I think.
Yeah, he beat him before.
Like, yeah, he beat him at Genesis.
He has 2 times.
Mm. And then he beat Syrup in the Steve matchup, which is a matchup he's struggled with a lot. And then he beat Spargo twice, which they go back and forth, but still very impressive to beat Spargo twice like that.
I agree.
I totally agree. I just wanted to say one thing about Gluttony. This is like me during the bracket.
Did I?
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, it's hard to see right now.
No, don't worry.
Let's fucking go. It's fucking go.
I was doing a watch party in the West Michigan Discord for Battle VC, and we were just kind of like all popping off our Gluttony's run. It was very entertaining to watch. And one thing that stuck out to me about his run, about how he played, is that his bike usage was the best it's ever been.
Dude, amazing, yeah, like incredible.
Mm. So it's how he used bike to not only like contest like blocks from Steve, but also like force like Cloud in the corner, or like juggle with the bike, which is throwing the bike up and surrounding with it that way. It was just so different than how he used it before. I know it sounds very simple the way I'm putting it, but it just looked so magical when he was doing it.
I totally agree. I believe Gluttony, like as a message that I like heard, was that Gluttony is what MK Leo fans want MK Leo to be. Like,
what?
Gluttony is this like veteran player that has fought before for best in the world. That like sometimes he just like reminds you that he's the best, and I believe that he has done that multiple times, and MK Leo just kind of sucks now.
Like, that's just crazy to say. That's so mean.
Like, MK Leo fans are so in cope. I just needed to say it, but like, okay, like that's scoping. There's a moment where like it's scoping. Like
Leo's not even going to like Best of the West this weekend either. So like, Leo fans are dying, man.
Dude, I wanna talk about that real quick because I think that's so funny. I was hanging out with the Best of the West like TOs at Eugene Bound because they came out to support Diego, who's the head TO for Eugene Bound, right?
Mm-hmm.
The names they were calling MK Leo, it was so funny.
I am telling you, I'm not alone in this. I'm not alone in this when I say I don't like MK Leo.
No, okay. Lord Time, the Mama JeJaJeJa hates MK Leo.
Why?
Have you ever talked to MK Leo?
No. Okay, one time, yeah, and Diamond does.
So, my mother's like the more like traditional, I guess, is the best way to put it. And so she overhears MK Leo one day at like a tournament in Oregon, fucking cussing some dude out, like hella cussing some dude out, in Spanish, and nobody else understands. And she's just like looking at him, terrified.
Oh my god.
That's funny. Like, I don't know. I believe that like there's like certain players, especially players that have like met MK Leo one-on-one, or like have heard of things that MK Leo has done, that just don't like MK Leo.
I'm not an MK Leo hater, but I don't personally like MK Leo as like a person.
I just kind of like, I don't know, I just don't like the fact that he's not going to Best of the West for the second time.
Yeah,
dude, the TOs they were so pissed when I was talking to them. It was so funny.
It's really impressive that Best of West it's still a major despite Leo not going. And
You know what? You know why that happened? Because Monty and Ouch are the goats.
Because Ouch is literally the fucking goat.
Yeah, like he went up so many points that like Best of the West just did it.
Yeah. And then, if you guys want to talk about Ouch's run first, I have a few runs we're going to talk about.
Okay. As a PNW player, I would love to talk about Ouch's run, bro. Okay, I love JJ. JJ is such a funny ass person. I remember playing not laser tag with him, like late night, like competitive tag with him at a Cascadia Clash. This dude is just like the ultimate chiller. He beat a Cola. He didn't budge. He didn't pop off. He was like hard chilling, bro.
Bro, he reversed 3-0'd Cola and he looked like he was like there was no stress on him. Like,
dude, that's just JJ. That is literally just JJ. That is what he does. He beats people. He loses to people. He doesn't care. He is so nonchalant about everything. It is
kind of crazy. I would have exploded.
And if you talk to him, he is actually just like the chillest dude. But I won't lie, he's a little bit like timid.
Gotcha. Yeah, he also just kind of slayed Japan. Also, he beat Akola, he beat Mia, he beat TG, and he beat Ryoo. So 4 like top level Japanese wins in the run, which is pretty insane.
No, it's fucking nuts, bro. I'm so proud of him.
And now the Wolf Doomers can't say anything. Let's go.
You're right. I would be so for real. Is it just like that? Is that like the response to the Japanese players? Fund these characters? Is that the response? Like, have you thought about it? Like, Louis Money beat the shit out of every Japanese that one tournament.
Yeah, he beat everyone at Don't Bark on the Grass besides Mia, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And now like Ouch with Wolf? With Wolf. That character is not that good.
That's okay.
Not that good. I don't believe he's better than Falco. Falco's better than Wolf.
I mean, I agree with you, but Wolf isn't bad.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think Falco is better than Wolf.
I believe Palutena is better than Wolf, and I don't think Palutena is like... What? You think Wolf is better than Palu?
That's kind of a crazy take.
Okay, I put Palu like almost top 15, like in my list. What?
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm not saying anything either.
Talk.
I love Ouch. I think Ouch is an amazing player.
What are you talking about? Respond!
I think Ouch is an amazing player. I think JJ absolutely deserved the wins he got this weekend. And I think he
so true.
Wait a minute.
That's coming.
If you think my take of Palutena being almost top 15...
He as a person is awesome.
Man, if you're saying that my take of Paolo being top 15 is crazy, do you think Wolf is like top 10?
So, Ouch, right?
Man,
alright,
talk.
Moving on.
Wolf is top 10?
Moving on from that, NA alongside Ouch did sweep Japan. They went 13-0 against Japan in top 24. So.
Dude, we finally protected against the Japanese invaders. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I actually can't believe it.
NA got their get back at this tournament. It was pretty insane. Dude, just 13-0 against Japan in top 24 is such an insane stat. Like, especially how given out Japan's been doing lately.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Absolutely.
I remember someone made, I think someone from Lumirang made like a provisional like top like 20 or something like that, and again, no American in top 5, which is kind of crazy again. But like, I remember it was Hurt, Akola, Espargo, and then it was Dora Migi and Shuton, and that was a top 5.
I think Sierra Petsakix are top 5, but I think Dormiki and Shuton are also good choices. So.
Yeah, like it's kind of crazy in my opinion, like how dominant Japan is, and that's what makes this season in particular and this tournament in particular so good for NA. Yeah,
well, this was like the Infinity War tournament. Endgame is coming up in May for Kagurabi, so.
Yeah, like you're like in their territory now. Like you're the one who has to like travel. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Other runs, I want to highlight Spargo very quickly because a lot of people have been hopping off the Spargo train, and I was one of the people who stayed the course of Spargo and said he was going to be back and stay as like a top 2, top 3 type player. And he got second in this tournament. He pushed Gluttony to game 5 in Grands, but Spargo swept Akola, got his get back against him after losing to him last time. And then beat like pretty much everyone else he played against. I can't remember who else he played, unfortunately. Oh yeah, he beat Syrup again also. But yeah, Spargo returns to form, and then I wanted to give a quick shout out to Anand, who got top 8 at his first major since Gamal of last year.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say both Syrup and like Onan make me want to play Steve, and by that I mean the Squeaker Squad group chat we're all in. They are telling me to play Steve.
I want to be so for real. I hope you do. I kind of have a good time against Steve, please.
You are the first person.
Dude,
I told that.
JeJaJeJa, we already had three Steves in this top 8. We don't need you picking up Steve and getting top 8 also. Okay.
Like you are the first person, Arkdee, and I think the only person who will ever be like JeJaJeJa. Please pick up Steve. I'm tired.
Man, it is so funny. I was like talking with with Onan about it, like when we went to the Pittsburgh tournament. Remember?
Yeah.
And like they told me something like, man, like Char was so sad when you reverse 3-0'd him, and I was like, yep. I'm like 5-0 the last 5 sets that I've had with Steve. I haven't played Onan yet. I need to play them.
You haven't played Onan yet?
Play them. I have played them once, but like I wasn't good. I wasn't as good. You know what I mean?
Well, Onan is going to World Purges, so that'll be your
right.
shot.
I kind of want to go. It really depends on what happens with my boarding passes and like when the fuck I'm coming back. But like,
just delay your flight until like the day after, man. It's fine.
You're actually right.
I'm just kidding. Just do whatever you got to do that works out best for you.
Yeah, I totally agree. I really want to go to Wall Purges. First of all, because of the announcement, it's always nice. And second
no,
of
that's
all,
so real. I love seeing my name. What
I
is
love
my
seeing my
tag
name.
was like
JeJaJeJa 2000.
No, my tag was like, what was it? The something.
Oh, the
they
Agent
call
of
me a
Patience.
camper, but
That's the
nicely.
title. Yeah.
Yeah, they call me a camper, but nicely.
How did they call you?
They're calling me a camper, but like nicely, you know.
How?
I'm the Agent of Patience.
Rodrigo, if you don't know, everyone that gets like player cards for Wall Purchase gets like a title associated to them. So like JeJaJeJa's title was like the Agent of Patience, and then like Anand's was the Harbinger of Change, and like all that stuff.
That is great. Oh man, now I
Agent
really
of
want to
Patience
go.
was insane, by the way.
I'll ask. I swear I will.
Dude,
And
if you sign up, you'll definitely get a player card, Arkdee, because you're pretty good at this game.
You're right.
What would
Really?
his like little tag be?
I have no idea. I would have to workshop it. I'll probably make it like something like Kid Icarus related. So.
You're right. Also, like about that, talking about Kid Icarus, nothing about Kid Icarus happened there, but like it doesn't matter. I really want to talk about the direct.
Yeah, I do too.
What do you think? I really liked it.
Okay, no, I love the fact that I'm getting more Kirby in the Forgotten Land content. I don't think you understand how much I love that game. And second off, Kirby Air Riders.
Dude, that was such a troll with the Kirby Air Ride thing because it reminded me so much of the World of Light intro with like the music and the Kirby on the star. And I was like, there's no way they're gonna leave Smash if you're here, right? And then it panned to fucking Kirby Air Riders.
You wanna hear the worst part? You know the sound effect they used on the Kirby Warp Star? It was from Smash.
Yeah, and they used Kirby's render from Smash too. Like,
yeah, they did. They used the Kirby render is because it's Sakurai. So all of the Kirby renders in that game are from Smash.
Yeah.
Specifically old. All the like sound effects were from old like reveal trailer. And also, the worst part is, I knew it wasn't Smash.
Yeah, I didn't think it was Smash for a second either.
Yeah.
The way Kirby was doing it, I knew it was Air Riders. The second the little thing popped out of the Warp Star, I popped off because I knew it was Air Riders.
But dude, then adding like the directed by Masahiro Sakurai at the end was such a troll, bro.
It really
that
was.
fucked.
No, it is like kind of fucked up too, cause like that kind of like
Such a troll.
like tells us that like there's not gonna be a Smash game in a couple of years.
I
at
think
least.
it's a year or two. I don't think it's gonna be longer than 2 more years for next
I think
Smash,
like if
but-
it's announced, it's gonna be announced after Kirby's Air Ride comes out.
well,
Which
they
I'm so happy about. I am too good at this Smash Ultimate game to like change games so suddenly. Like I'm so happy about it. By the way.
Hey. Listen, if I get Kirby Air Riders, I just want you all playing fucking Kirby Air Riders at the fucking
Yeah.
a random
I
ass
wanna play
tournament.
Kirby's Air Riders.
It's
But like
so
being
good.
for real, also it was confirmed by the same Masahiro Sakurai that like Bandai Namco is also working on Kirby's Air Ride.
Correct.
That's cool.
So like there's no like second company that can be making Smash right now. They're all focused on fucking Kirby's Air Ride.
Yeah,
I know everybody's like probably sad about that, but like low key as a Kirby fan, I'm popping the back.
no, 100%.
I like the game.
Yeah, you guys got Kirby's Forgotten Land, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and Kirby's Air Riders in the same
I just
direction.
want you to know, Kirby's Forgotten Land is my favorite Kirby game of all time. It is that good.
Yeah. Also, like totally out of
Borrow
context, I'm
line?
really happy. I'm really happy that like Smash Ultimate was confirmed of like one of like the games that can be like changed into retro compatibility,
Mhm.
which I guess great. I like that. I love that.
Have you seen
And
the list of games that cannot be that are not cross compatible yet?
I am not sure.
I have not
There is
seen it.
one. There is
I'm sure-
one.
Which one?
There is one game on the entire Nintendo Switch system that is not
Really?
cross compatible.
Which one?
Motherfucker, it's Nintendo Labo.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Man, Nintendo Labo. That thing, Heike sold better than I thought it would have been. I think it sold like 1 point something copies.
Yeah, it did. It sold like 1.7 million copies or some shit. And I thought that was
That's
insane because like you had to buy the cardboard, make
Yeah.
the cardboard, and then play whatever cardboard it was.
Yeah, I totally. Oh my god.
And then I thought that I know some people maybe disliked it, but I thought it was cool how they were doing Nintendo Switch 2 editions of multiple Zelda games, of Metroid Prime, of the Kirby game, of Mario Odyssey, and also
I agree.
Pokemon Legends ZA also. So I think that's cool. I think it's cool that you can just pay to upgrade your old game if you bought the old game. So
I agree. But like another thing, you're the first person ever that has ever called Pokemon Legends CA as Pokemon Legends ZA.
I think it's funny to call it that. And then Mario Kart World looks cool. I don't play Mario Kart at all, so not personally invested in that one, but I know a lot of people who are.
Okay. Can I be real here? This is leading up to it, but like I already saw it. Everybody's seen it. I don't vibe with the new DK.
I think he looks good, but I don't play Donkey Kong games anyway, so.
Great. I like Rare DK. I like Rare DK. It's the DK I grew up with. Donkey Kong.
Me too,
Donkey Kong
like
is,
everyone,
one of my
it just
favorites
looks
of all
better.
time. I disagree. I think Nintendo DK versus Rare DK is like a set of I don't like Rare DK. I don't like Nintendo DK as much as I like Rare DK.
I also think the old model looks a little better, like the old design, but I also like the new design anyway. So I think it's cool either way. But
I think the old model is just better. I'm sorry.
but I also think that 3D Donkey Kong game is kind of crazy, but
Okay,
but also
no,
like
it's
overdue.
so cool. It looks so cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, since DK64, I believe that like it was kind of too. It looks amazing though. The gameplay looks
Looks
clean
so
as shit.
good.
Dude, it's kind of crazy that Donkey Kong of all the IPs was like the ending announcement, like the last thing. Like there's just such a glow up for Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
He
I
needs
agree.
it, actually. He needs
He
it.
looks. I don't know. I believe that like the like rare Donkey Kong, especially on the last games, it was like really expressionless.
Yeah.
We really like we. I believe that it's like amazing on how they are like going back to like the roots of like, oh yeah, we don't want like Nintendo to be like realistic and shit like that. We want it to be cartoony. I really like that.
Mhm.
Like the fact that like now in like the Mario Kart tour, like we're going back to the Mario Kart 64 thing. That like when you throw a bomb, it's there's like a wacky text that says kaboom.
Oh no, I love
I'm, like,
that.
so
I
happy
love
at
that. I saw that.
Mm.
That made
Like,
me
I-
happy. That made me so happy.
I'm so happy about that type of stuff, and like I'm gonna buy it day one. Like, I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm buying it day one.
It's gonna be hard to get a Switch 2 on release just because of scalpers and all that. So and also for me personally, a lot of my favorite franchises like Xenoblade and Smash Ultimate aren't gonna be on Switch 2 yet. So I don't have much incentive to get it right now.
Yeah.
You're right.
But
Xenoblade 2 is my favorite game of all time. Like, right now, I just don't have a purpose to, like, I guess, get Switch to immediately.
yeah.
You could just change it, though. Like, what I mean is that, like, you can grab, like, the Switch 2, put Smash Ultimate, put it at, like, 4K 60 FPS. Man, like...
Yeah, it is cool that, like, most of the Switch games are cross-compatible, so...
Yeah, and, like, that's 4K? 60 FPS?
I will say, like, in terms of, like, the pricing, I think the console price is actually fair. I made a tweet about, like, 450 being insane. 450 for what the Switch 2 is, I think is fine. But $80 games, dude,
Okay, here's the thing, though. Like, I don't think it's gonna be $80 game. Like, it's $80 digital games if you are, like, buying, like, one of the really AAA type games, like Mario Kart. Like, this Mario Kart is gonna be, like, really
But
big
it's
for
gonna
some
be, like,
reason.
Mario, Zelda, Mario Kart, like, Animal Crossing is gonna be, like, $80, bro. Like...
Yeah. The Donkey Kong game is gonna be $70.
That's surprising, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Yeah,
no, wait.
that's what I mean. Like, they said that, like, the bigger titles are gonna be $80, but, like, the really, like, the big titles that are not that big, they're probably gonna be $70.
I also have, like, an underground theory that I think they priced Mario Kart super high, so a lot of people would buy the Switch and Mario Kart, like, package, so that they would sell that so they would sell that more. Because, like, technically, the Mario Kart that you're getting with that package is only $50. But I think they're just doing that to, like, boost sales for it.
I just wanted to say the fact that, like, in Japan, it's like $330.
Yeah.
Kill myself. Why?
American, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to enter, like, in economics talks, but
Yeah.
like, it kind of affects it. I am not even joking. It kind of does affect it.
It does.
Like,
I understand.
Because, like,
And I
most
hate it.
manufacturers that are there, like where they are have tariffs now, and it's actually really important. I'm not even joking.
Dude, Nintendo, like, what? Not Nintendo. Was it Nintendo? Shit. Who switched to Taiwan for manufacturing only for Taiwan to get hit with, like, 25% tariff?
Maybe Sony, because Sony has always had, like, good relationships with Taiwan.
I don't know, but that's pretty insane. But yeah,
Yeah.
just to, like, wrap up Switch 2 talk, do you guys have, like, anything else you wanted to, like, talk about?
Yeah, yes. There's something I am pissed about with Switch 2, with
Which
pricing
one?
specifically. I am pissed that physical copies are more expensive.
I agree.
That is kind of crazy.
Okay, look. This is my, like, copies of all my games.
That's nice.
I keep all my copies physical because I like physical copies.
Me too.
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous.
That one I'm really mad about.
Apart from the pricing on the games, though, I actually thought the Direct was very, very good. Like, one of the better Directs we've gotten in a while. I'm just excited for like a new era of Nintendo, because Nintendo, when the Switch came off, was just popping off and releasing banger after banger after banger. Lately, it hasn't felt that way, especially, and it feels like they were kind of like this midpoint where, like, oh, we're delaying Metroid Prime 4 and Legends and the new Pikmin game for Switch 2.
Legends.
Dude, I'm actually hyped for Legends though.
I am hyped for Legends.
It's a game that, like, I don't want to buy on the Switch 1, but I'll buy it on Switch 2 if I have a Switch 2 at the time. So,
nah, I'm buying it on 1.
I'm buying it on 2.
Dude, it looks just so much better on 2. Like, I don't know.
But it's gonna be a good ass game regardless.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm not a big graphics guy to begin with, but when the difference is that noticeable, like, I'm gonna go for the better version.
I'm so real. I've always like I like Xenoblade 2 is my favorite game of all time because the story itself resonates with me so much. On a personal level.
I mean, that's why I love Xenoblade 3. I think Xenoblade 3 is my favorite game of all time. So,
Something I say now is I don't want to be biased, I don't want to be like stuck in the present, and I'm looking so much towards the future that sometimes I get a little bit lost on where I am in the moment.
I don't know.
Which I know if you haven't played the game, it doesn't make sense, but like.
Yeah, it's a Xenoblade thing.
Yeah, it's an important thing to just like be able to look to the future, enjoy the present at the moment, and realize that no matter how good the present is, you should keep moving towards the future. That should like inspire me, bro. But Xenoblade 2 and Rex's like conviction towards his goals and his motives to do everything he wants to do, dude. You know without spoiling it as much as I can, you know the boss fight where Rex fights against Malos?
Yeah.
And he's like talking about what happens in the future and like why he's doing everything even if he knows shit could go down horribly in the future. That was me. Like that was legitimately a talk I had in with someone.
Yeah, Xenoblade always delivers on like amazing stories and characters and stuff like that. So if anyone's watching this, go play Xenoblade.
Xenoblade 1 is still very worth playing. I think it's the weakest one in the series by far. Xenoblade 2 is my personal favorite, and I think Xenoblade 3 is the best and most well written. But it didn't hit home as hard because I personally just had that connection to 2.
That's fair. I think they're all amazing games. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. But
my favorite game is Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey is a great game. It's a good choice.
Mario Odyssey is really good. Yeah, Mario
I'm be for real. There's like actually nothing like y'all are talking about like.
Yeah, I didn't mean to like trail us off into Xenoblade so much.
I love like Jumpy Man jumping, bro. I love him.
All right, we're gonna wrap up the podcast really quick with some last second shoutouts. One thing I wanted to mention about Get Cooked, which I forgot to talk about earlier, was that I seeded the event amazingly, and if people are gonna make fun of my seeding for the Arcadian, I think it's only fair that I say I did a good job this time. Apart from Rydra DQing because he DQ'd, I had 30 of the 31 top 32 seeds seeded for top 32, and I was right about. I had almost everyone in top 24 correct, and then almost everyone in top 16 and top 8 and so on. So again, I seeded the event pretty well. Some spots were like a little hit or miss, like if you want to nitpick, like Anthony being a number 4 seed when you could finish first, fair enough. But yep. I know what I'm doing, so.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Let him talk.
Let him cook.
All right.
Do you guys have anything?
Thank you all.
All right, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. I'm going to link JeJaJeJa, Arkdee, and fiNESS's Twitters in the YouTube description, so click on those to follow them. And also follow my Twitch so you can catch the podcast live. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you for having me.
See y'all.